out of nothing. There's nothing backing our currency. We do not any longer have a gold-backed currency.
Well, we should.
The Federal Reserve's no more federal than
It's a private bank. The Fed is private. It's not part of the federal government.
That's right.
It's not federal. It has no reserves.
That's why we're paying these crazy taxes. That's why this country's going down the shitter. Yeah. This country's...
Research what our founding fathers said about private banks. They were all against private banks.
Yes.
Because they knew what would happen if the American people ever allowed a private bank to create money out of thin air.
Which is the Federal Reserve. Benjamin Franklin said that a central bank is worse than a standing army. And that's what the Federal Reserve is. It's a privately owned bank. It's not part of the government. When these kids will never make it to college. When the currency collapses. Federal Reserve is either. Federal Reserve's not more federal than Federal Express. And the Fed.us. The young ones can go on a computer and show you how to learn most of them. And the Fed.us. That looked like Gary there.
And the Fed.
And the Fed.us.
And the Fed. 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 And the Fed.
So they go to the website. .us.
Up in Georgia. What did you was create a banking bill. A banking bill that took the power out of Congress of creating money. The Congress, according to the Constitution, is responsible for controlling the nation's money supply. This power was transferred to the money trust in 1913 with the creation of the Federal Reserve. And the Fed. 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 And the Fed.
And the Fed. And the Fed.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This Federal Reserve has got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The Federal Reserve has got to go.
Hey, hey! Where's everybody at? Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
They're too busy buying Steelers stuff.
The Federal Reserve is a private bank. It's not part of the federal government. It's not federal. It has no reserves. It creates money out of thin air. This leads to inflation. Inflation is increasing the money supply, which leads to a devaluation of the currency. This is where we get a rise in prices from. It's not greedy businessmen. It's to increase the rise in the currency. The Federal Reserve System was supposedly created to stabilize our economy. Since its inception, it has presided over the crashes of 1921 and 1929, the Great Depression of 1929 through 1939, and numerous recessions, a stock market Black Monday in 1987, our current banking crisis, over 1,000% inflation, and a 98% loss in the dollar's purchasing power. That incredible loss was transferred to the federal government in the form of a hidden taxation known as inflation. After repeated changes in personnel, operating under both political parties, experimenting in monetary policy, dozens of revisions to its charter, it has not achieved its stated objective because stabilizing the economy was never its true objective. Its true objectives were to stop the growing influence of rival banks, obtain a franchise to create money out of nothing for the purpose of lending, control the reserves of all banks so the banks would be motivated to follow the same loan-to-deposit ratios, and to shift the losses from the owners of the banks to the taxpayers. That is exactly what we're seeing today. All the losses of the banks are being shifted to us. Not only in taxation that is taken out of your check, but in money that is created out of thin air. That is why we're going to see hyperinflation if we do not end the Federal Reserve.